Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bevins Bricks. And I am trying to continue streaming every single day, trying to keep that forward momentum going that I've been getting with getting my city actually together, as I have just been extremely happy with how everything has been kind of flowing and rolling along. So today, what I'm actually working on, hey, Blinky Bricks, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Aaron DeLalo. What I'm working on today is this is the train tracks that'll be going behind the modular buildings that I have coming along the side of my train station. Phantom, hello. Kyle Dunbar, Brick Sergeant. So I am trying to just keep right on motoring along, so to speak. Give me 1 second while I'm figuring out my spacing. Because I'm actually, you know what? Let's do something different on this one. Let's have a little fun. Let's put a little water feature inside of this. How you doing, Kenneth Swan? Funky Dave, hello, hello. Well, it's funny when I say by the end of the year, Funky Dave, but I am trying to get a whole bunch done here in the next week or so. I know I won't have my table filled by the end of this year. What my actual goal is to have it completely covered by the end of next year. But at the rate I'm going, I don't know, man. I might actually have a good percentage of it covered this year. And thank you, Aaron. Just to kind of show you guys up close and personal, this is what I'm doing. This is the 9-volt train track, and I'm incorporating it and actually hiding it, believe it or not, to make it look a little bit better than it normally would. And if you guys tune in and watch the live stream, you'll see exactly what I mean and how I'm doing that. But I would not object to it being done at the end of this year either. I would happily do that also. And let's see, we'll go here. I think we're going to put a little bit of water in this one and the next one. I need 4 of these plates to go between my buildings. That one's actually chipped, but that's okay. We're going to use it anyway. Hey, H2 John 98, how you doing? Cosmo Candy, hello, hello. Hello, Mr. Blue, how are you, dude? And for all my moderators, just letting you know, if you do need to contact me privately, I do have the screen open, the live chat and Discord screen open. I'm hoping I get at least 70% filled. I think that would still be pretty ambitious. I don't have any track over here. Let me go grab a couple more pieces of track. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't have my body mic on today because I was giving it a rest for a few days. Oh, let's see what we can come up with. So if that's one, let's go ahead and make it grass here still. I think what I'm going to do is start over here and go like this, and we'll slowly bring it up. Just a little water. We don't need a ton. We want happy little pieces of water. Happy little fish. Happy little water. Let's go just... let's see how that turns out. Let's play with that for a minute first. Because if we do that, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about taking some tan and my tan slopes. Ooh. Better yet, let's go dark tan. I think that would look really nice. Yeah, I'm liking the dark tan thought. Yeah. Funky Dave, I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it. I'll say that. But like I said, currently I guess the best thing I could say is I'm kind of on the fence with that. It is a thought still, but I am on the fence on it. So if I do that there. Actually, if I go, let's see. Let's just put that there for a minute, and let's go up, and we'll put a 4, and then let's see, what do we have in all of these bags? If I do the highway, though, I can tell you this. It won't be the way that I was originally thinking. Tigrone USA, how are you? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's put that guy there. And then we can take this guy. Then let's bring a 2x4 over here. Give it that kind of muddy, dirty, beat up look is what I'm going for here. And now let's put a 1x2 right there. I think that'll look good. Now let's try and fill some of this out. Holy crap, man, you guys are hitting up the chat. How you doing, R. Claxton? And yes, hey, how you doing? Hello, John. Hello, Tigran USN. Hello to Canada, Patrick. What do I do for work? I am an electrician by trade. I currently maintain the electrical departments for Willow Run and Detroit Metropolitan Airports. So let's see. So I'm very blessed in the fact that I have a very good income. That allows me the ability to do all the crazy things you guys see me do with Lego. I think I like that. I almost wonder if I should make those green. Because I do have green parts too. You know what? Let's play around with green just a little bit. Because what this is like the alleyway between the businesses. And I'm just trying to add a little flavor is basically what I'm going for with this. So let's put that there, and let's just mess around with green just a little bit. Patrick says he used to do framing and he loved it when the Sparkies showed up on site. And you're more than welcome, Patrick. Yeah, I bet you are still recovering from the Cajun Betty stream, and he has already sent me a few pictures to show me what's to come, so it's very cool. Absolutely, man. PPP, Scotty. Grabbing a few more. Hey, Mike, how you doing, Masonary Man? Yes, Kenneth, I totally agree with you, and that is something I am contemplating on adding. I do love, I really, really love that particular idea. Let's see if I do that. I would want that. I would want a small one on that side. So I would want to go like here. If I did that way. And then I can come, and yes, I'm talking to myself. Let's do some threes. What's up, Eccentric Bricks? I do pretty well. Yes, I do, Aaron. Not gonna lie, I do pretty good. And that is the wrong part that I wanted. There, that gives me a little brown, little green. Let's see if we can. Let's get a 2x3, a 2x2, and a 1x2. There's our 1x2, which I might change that. How's it going, brick scene? Do I want to put that there? Yeah. Oh, we're going to anyway. So it's going to be looking down that way, and then I'm going to be coming in from this. So I don't think that'll look too bad. I almost feel like I need, you know what? Let's pop that up. I almost feel like I need some more brown right here. So let's pop that back out. Eggtown Egg, how are you? But no, I've been getting a lot of questions about the highway, and part of the reason I'm kind of a little quiet about it is plan on making an announcement. I'm still on the fence, but I am planning on making an announcement about what I'm thinking about doing. Who doesn't like a little suspense, right? Suspense can always be a good thing. There, I think I like that better. That looks more natural. I'm feeling that anyway. Yo, Steve. Finally got home, so you're getting good. That's awesome, Scotty. Brick Scene says, yeah, good. Thanks, Mr. Blue. Oh, guys are talking to each other. So it was great to meet a lot of you guys on those live streams from Brick Yeti. You guys are awesome. I have to say, I really enjoyed all those live streams. You can do it. A little bit more for Santa Claus. A little bit more for Santa Claus. I heard that once already this year. To me, my year is not complete until I hear Cheech and Chong in the Christmas story. I don't know how many people like that or listen to it, but I have to hear that every year, and every year I usually do hear it on the radio. It's like one of my favorite little skits by Cheech and Chong. See, right there's right there is why I'm holding off on making any announcements on the highway, because so many people are dying to know. Inquiring minds want to know. You know what? Let's see if we can find some decent music. There's no place like Holmes. How you doing, my man? See if we can find some decent, because the last couple times I've tried to play music, man, it just sucked. Let's just try and play some chill and see what we get. Let's turn it down too. Yo, man, how does he get around everywhere? Well, he has the magic dust, man. A little bit more for Santa. A little bit more for Santa. Yeah, a lot of people hate that white line on Lego. They want it to be yellow, and I totally get it, and I totally agree, and I totally understand why people want that. I can't play any actual music because I'll get a community strike because my stuff is always monetized. We do have, let's see though, I think they do have what they call metal. I don't know that you would really like it. Let's listen to it though. Where's it at? Got industrial metal. Let's see how their metal sounds. Hey, Lori, you made a stream. That's what I'm doing right here. This is just a little touch of water. I will be adding water to the complete city at some point, yes. But currently, right now, it's not a huge concern. And I need some different pieces for these corners. This is Streamlabs' version of metal. It's not very good either. Hello, Wendy. How you doing? Rocky's 1970 says first time. Oh, I already read that. What was I doing? Oh. Like I said, it's funny because this, like I said, this is not metal, but this is Streamlabs' version of metal. It is awesome seeing so many familiar faces all the time, every time I stream. There for a while, man. I was streaming, it was like nobody was getting on. I thought, well, maybe everybody just kind of forgot about it. So it's great seeing so many familiar people around, I have to say. Yes, you are present in the stream. Dale, hey, hey, hey. Yeah, basically, it's kind of, that's why I said it's really not great. It's possible, it could be. I don't know why either, Brickstein, because I have literally been streaming every day for a week straight. But that has made me wonder. Why is something not working? Give me 1 second while we look at this. Something is amiss. Yep, something is amiss. I have everything in the wrong spot. Don't you hate when you do that? There. Now we're in the right spots. Now I gotta get these relocated. Hey, Freddy Faz Gaming. Hello, Scott Osborne. Hopefully that music is a more tolerable level. Actually kind of helps me also, just because, quite simply, it gives me some background noise too. But it definitely doesn't need to be as loud as it was. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Oh, I hope your surgery went well, my man. That's one surgery I would not want to have. Now, when you say knee surgery, was it an actual replacement, or was it just surgery where they were fixing it, so to speak? SRTV, hello, hello. Thank you, Scott Osborne. He says he loves my videos. Do it anyway and see. It doesn't seem right. We're gonna do it anyway and just line them up. Line them up. And that's why it doesn't seem right. I'm still not correctly lined up. Well, I don't know about with bricks, but landscaping with plates is always a very nice touch. That's what I did with this particular plate here. I just used a bunch of plates and trying to keep the height low. Something else I'm looking at doing, because one of my members, I should say, Brooks Bricks, has an amazing monorail. And I am looking to invest into some monorail track. I just bought a little bit today. I bought a set about a month ago. That might be something coming to my city as well, as a little monorail system. I am definitely trying to step up my game. Got that there. Let's put some track in here. Cleaning the joint out. Okay, I'm sure that's still painful as all get up though. Greg says he's getting thrown off by the fake metal. Headbangers Brawl brought to you by... Yeah, I wish I could play some of the old Headbangers Ball music. That would be freaking wicked. Twisted Sister and all those good bands, that would be freaking awesome. Those were definitely the days. Kids today have no idea how awesome that was to be able to sit and watch the Headbangers Ball. And sadly, they never will, because MTV is not music television anymore. I have the music at 5, man. What the... I'll just turn it off. I can barely hear it sitting here, so I don't know why people are saying it's too loud, but like I said, turning it off. Unless it's coming through or something. You know what? Let me double check my settings. No, that was off. Yeah, I don't know why it was so hard, but either way, it's gone now. So I said I can barely hear it sitting here, but I almost think that it was playing through. Now that I'm looking, because I think I had my desktop sound turned up on the actual stream itself. I think is what the problem was. Let me look at that one more time. That is what the problem was. Let me ask you, can you guys hear the music now? Because I had screwed up and I didn't realize I had that turned off. SRTV says music was fine, don't bend to the minority. I didn't realize I had my output turned all the way up on my Streamlabs. Because like I said, you guys shouldn't hear it. Okay. That's why I said this what you can hear now is what I hear, which like I said was very minuscule. I didn't realize it was my mistake. So I'm surprised you actually weren't hearing it twice, to be perfectly honest, which would have been extremely annoying. Okay, you can hear it faintly. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. That's why I was surprised when you guys kept saying you were hearing it. Okay, like I said, I got it now. I figured it out. As usual, my fault. Give me 1 second. I got to grab some... Or do I have to grab those? Yes, I do. I have to grab a couple tiles. That's what's screwed up with Streamlabs, because you have multiple sound settings. So it makes it kind of hard to know exactly what, because what I hear isn't what you guys are actually hearing, is where the problem lies a lot of times. Because the output of Streamlabs remixes all the sounds, so it makes it a little goofy. I need 4 2x3s. And I need my mind is what I need. There we go. What do you guys think, though? Does the water look decent enough? I just want a little subtle touch of it. I don't want to like overfill with the water. It's just because this is again between the two buildings, the alleyway, so to speak, on the way to the train station. So I'm just trying to get just a touch of filler with a few small little tad of details. Right next to the train station, between the 2 rows of modular buildings. What time is it in the USA, Lori? It is 7:52. Like I said, I didn't, like I said, the music thing was my problem. Here, I can turn it back up just a touch. If it sounds too loud, let me know. Because this is how I was trying to do it earlier, and I didn't realize it was coming out of that as well. But if that's too loud, please let me know and I can turn it back down. Raven 319, what's up? And I'm going to put this together just so I can match it up a bit. Now I need my, where are they at? I need these pieces. And I'm going to tell you why I am ballasting this particular way and method using these pieces here. This is one of the cheapest pieces for coverage that you will find on Bricklink. I mean, you can find these like extremely here cheap. These are typically in the 5, 6, up to 10 cent piece range for a large piece. And that's why I love using these for ballasting and adding little touches of detail, because they do help tremendously. And like I said, there's a lot of different pieces that I look for typically when I'm at somebody's store. And I always try to let everybody know that. And this is one of those pieces that I do typically try to look for when I'm at somebody's store. Let's do that with that one. And then let's do that. Let's change it up a bit. And then I want to put these. And let's fill those in. We don't want it to look the same on every track. Now that we have that, let's play around with the green now. And that is over here. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Like I said, I'm all about trying to find ways to add small bits of detail. Now, this is the part that I'm doing that I will warn you is kind of outrageously expensive unless you order them directly from Lego. And that's all these slopes. I get mine directly from Bricks and Pieces because that's the cheapest place you find them. If you were to try and buy those on Bricklink, because it's kind of really wouldn't say it's rare. They're not very common though, so most people don't have them in large quantities. And anytime you see somebody with them in a large quantity, they typically want an arm and a leg for them. So these are one of those pieces that are kind of expensive. Thank you for summing that up for me, Mike, because he does have somewhat of a valid point there. I will be the first to admit it. I do tend to clean people out. It is not a lie. I have that tendency. And that's not the way I want that. There we go. And I will not be putting any lighting back in this portion of the city. It'll be actually in the buildings, so I'm not too worried about how this particular piece looks. And I am looking for my... There they are. My 1x1s. Like I said, this little piece right here, anytime I found them in a fairly large quantity, I mean, they're talking like 20 to 30 cents a piece for that little part. And to me, that's just absolutely nuts. I think that is way overpriced. I hope everybody had a good weekend, because I know I haven't seen everybody every day. What is... But again, like I said, as you can see, I order all mine directly from Lego, because that is the cheapest place to get them. Don't tell people everything, Mike. I mean, I still want to be able to buy some stuff. Give away all my secrets. And if you buy them, the thing I do want to point out, even if you're doing them like I do from Lego, you want to make sure that whatever you buy in rights, you buy in lefts. And then that's how I'm able to get that ripple effect, because I keep going back and forth. I grab one from one bag, and then I grab another from the other bag. And that way I get that constant ripple look. Yeah, I can see where those would be very useful for a spaceship, Mock. Well, at least you kind of understand, Robbie Dobbles. What did I need to grab? I had to grab... Oh. These are a great part. The 1x2 in yellow. They're always cheap. I don't care who you go to. That's another really awesome part. Those go there. So that gives that ripple on that side. Now let's fill this ripple in. And I hope my big head ain't getting in the way, so you guys can kind of see how, what, why, all that good stuff that I'm doing. Wendy Kimbrell says just made their first order. On which part? These pieces? Or these little green ones? And I know a lot of people always ask me about certain techniques, and I wish I could tell them why I changed it up, but a lot of times it's I got certain pieces on hand, so I go stupid and I just change everything I normally do. That's awesome, Kimbrel. Oh, sweet. No, I definitely recommend Mills. If you're going to get into wanting to do details and stuff, they're just personally, my opinion anyway, there is no better way to do stuff than to do it with Mills. Because not only does this stuff look really good, but it's also actually pretty daggone durable. Which is another party bonus. And now I need... is it possible to make a curved river going down with Lego? Absolutely. You just have to use a lot of these sloped pieces is all. And then you can make the slopes kind of run with it. So just to kind of give you an example, if this was the river, you would start taking your pieces and just, you know what I mean? Just start, and you want to use a variety of different shapes because you want it to not be something that's moving really fast. And again, I am just trying to give you a quick throw together example. So that would be, say this is the river edge, then it would start cutting. If you wanted it to cut real quick, you know what I mean, then you could just keep cutting it that way, and then that would give you your river turn. And every piece you use on that side, you do the opposite on this side. And you just try and step it up a little bit, or offset them a little bit so it doesn't look like it's preformed. Kind of like in here. You want to keep it a jagged kind of shape, so to speak. The Cajun Betty. Hey, how you doing, my man? He's already got a dress picked out. He sent me pictures. Just saying. The repetitive effect of the water, you stagger them. I'm hoping, see if I can pull this back apart. I'm hoping you can see how it's kind of staggered to get rid of that ripple effect. And you just keep changing them around as you go. I left one stud in the middle because I'm going to put like a little fake cattail or something in there, is what that particular piece is for. One by 4x3 panels instead of bricks. 1x4x3 panels. No, I haven't. To be perfectly honest, I'm not really sure what you mean by a 1x4x3. Because with mills, you generally want to keep it similar sizes. So what I mean by that is you generally would want to use like a, if you're going to use plates, you want to use like a 4x4 or a 6x6 or an 8x8, or because you want something that's going to match the entire width of a 32x32, so you want it to be an even number. And I hope that makes sense anyway. Get these guys in. Oh, could I? Yeah, I could do that on green on that as well. I'm letting this kind of step down though, and this is high because this is the building side. But I do, for here I'm not using it, but I do use 1x4x3s as well. I use 1x4x4s. I use a bunch of variety of different shapes. It's just in this particular location, I'm using the 1x2x3s and the 1x2x4s. Excuse me. Trying to keep it from touching is all I'm trying to do. And now I want some of these. Now I'm just adding just random detail. Nothing specific, nothing that is, you know, anything that has to be done in a certain way, or just kind of putting a little fill on the top over this over here, just to give it a little bit of a different look. That's all this is for. Now let's do some viney stuff. Hey, BD Bricks, how you doing? I want to grab some. And I always like to add a few small pieces to look like I got a few stones here and there. And we'll just add a little touch of color here and there. Break it up a little. Again, this is all just random placement. There's nothing specific about any of it. It's just kind of putting some parts together, throwing them on. We want to do a few little weeds. Glad to hear you're doing good, my friend. Keep trying to look back and keep an eye and talk to you guys. Oh, definitely. I won't do the trees or anything, though, until it's actually placed in the city. Because that's something every time I pick it up and move it, I already know that I'd be knocking them off. Now down in here, we're going to do something a little bit more unique. Give that kind of a little cattail look, so to speak. And we'll throw a few more little spotches of color, so to speak. And thank you so much, Nita. Nita just donated $6.98. That was very kind to you, my friend. That's kind of what I'm trying to do, is give it more of a rolling look. Believe it or not, a lot of times, to be quite honest, it looks better if you just do it with bricks. Or the plates, the 1x2 plates, but I have a ton of these, so I'm using them. It's really all it is. Come here. There, now I didn't put the side pieces on. Thank you, Mike. Like I said, I forgot the side, though. I got to buy a bunch more of these, too. So I think the last time I ordered these, I only got a couple hundred of them. And you go through these pretty quickly when you're doing the railroad track detail. And it's always, like I said, it's always the really simple details. And it's just simply adding a couple small pieces that really add to the look of it. It's funny how just a few small little smudges of color and you know, just having that variety of shapes and pieces, and just kind of brings a build to life. Yes, I have gone international. Absolutely. I didn't know that was Singapore. I've got a lot of it, and I figure I'm going to use it. But I definitely get your point because we all know that brown is the color that typically busts. So I definitely get where you're at with that. Anything that's visible, I'm gonna ballast it, do something with it. I personally just love having as much details as possible, and to me, this is just one of those little details that really adds to the flavor of the display. So will I be able to do it all in one fatal swoop? No, it's something that'll probably take time, but what I'll do is I'll start in the hard to reach places, and this is going to be one of those hard to reach places. That's why I wanted to do it and get it over with, because once these are kind of placed, I'll never be able to reach them because they're going to be towards the center of the table. So I figure might as well do them now with the pieces that I have on hand. Hey Lucas, how are you? No, it's like a lot of things. I have tons of plans. It's just a matter of when do you get it and all that good stuff. When to order, when to get, when can you find a deal? Can you buy a bulk quantity? It's kind of like the monorail stuff. I'm slowly stocking up on that as I go, but it's not something that's going to happen overnight. I have a few pieces coming to me in the mail. I have one set that I bought already. I haven't even tested it to see if it works yet. When I bought it, they said it worked, so I'm hoping they were right. Joe Bennett, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're having a great day. And we're almost there, and then I can go on. I have to make 4 of these in total for the specific area that I'm working on. And then what I'm going to have to do is work on some of the roads, because these 2 tracks are going to be running right through 2 road crossings. So I do have to do, actually I have to do 3 of those now that I'm thinking about it. And what I like to do with the roads is I like to build the train track down into the road, because it gives it a more unique, refined, clean look. Helps dress it up. And then I know a lot of people don't like the old dark gray that these pieces were. So this also helps hide that as well. Okay, now we got 2 down. Just to kind of show you. I'm not smacking them together just yet, because what I have to do is I got to do the next one now, and I want to make sure the water lines up. So I'm going to put this one out of my way and start working on the next one. Hello, Jamie's channel. That's a really good question, Anthony Perot. I don't know if you can change the funds that you donate in. I really don't know. And the first things first, let's get a little blue in here. Actually, I need to keep the base green, otherwise it won't match. There we go. So let's keep that. Keep that there. Let's put another little cattail there, so we'll wind that up. Happy, happy, happy. Happy little plants. Happy little water. That's probably enough. Just gives us a little bit of a water feature in between there. Because then I'll come back to the other one and just do it solid grass. So now let's tile around this guy. Thank you, Mr. Blue. I hope you get your first modular, my friend. I'm wondering how, you know what, let's, on this side, let's go with these. And on this side, let's do the 2x2s, or 2x4s. We'll do that on this side. Keep everything all nice and aligned. Got to do something. Who didn't like Bob Ross, though? You know, it's like he was an awesome dude, man. He really was. That's awesome, Raven. Thank you, buddy. I'm assuming today was your renewal day, or you just clicked it? What's my personal favorite modular building? What I usually tell everybody, my favorite modular building is the cafe corner. And the reason that I always tell people that, quite simply, that was the building that brought me into wanting to build Lego cities. But, I mean, there's a ton of really good ones, so to just try and pick one, it is difficult. I do have to say. That's not right. No. I need... I need these. What are those? Assembly Square is a great modular building. I definitely agree with you there. So I can see why that's your favorite. What's really awesome about that particular building, well, really with any of the modular buildings they come out with now, is they're generally a variety of different sets that are all completely included. Where when they first started doing the modular buildings, what they did most of the time, like the cafe corner, the green grocer, each building was just one store, one setting, one, you know, setup. That was it. Where now every time they do these little modular buildings, you have a multitude of different things going on with them. So it does make them more interesting, to say the least. Okay, we got that. Now let's do a little greenery. Thank you, Anthony. No, I like to add just small little snippets of stuff like that here and there. I think it definitely helps to add to the character of the build. Let's just do a 2x4. The green, like I said, the green grocer's awesome, but I know it's really hard for some people to get. But that is a really cool build. You are absolutely right. And I don't want all of them. I just want, there we go. Let's do our 2x4. Where's my 2x4 green? 2x4 green. Like I said, just adds a little splash of flavor, you know what I mean? And now we all like to have a little flavor in our builds, am I right? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. $400's cheap every time I see it, if you're buying it new in the box anyway. It's right around $1,500. And it's like I always tell everybody, that exorbitant price is quite simply due to the fact of just one simple part inside that set that makes it so outlandishly expensive, because that is the only set it has ever been used in. And that is the green brick, the sand green brick with the little notch in it. If it wasn't for that one little piece, that set would not be expensive. And that's why I always tell anybody, if they really want a greengrocer, I would part it out and do a color swap. You could actually even do it in the color of white. Reasonably cheap. That's awesome, Dale. That sounds like an amazing build. Did you have a couple to combine, or did you part it out and do it using different colors, but just still the same design? That is someone that has harassed me for quite a while, so if you ever see that name, just delete them. Yes, it can. And it's, well, again, what makes it outrageous, though, is because that's the only set. Well, I mean, let's look at the cafe corner. And part of the reason that that set is so outrageous, it's not that that was the only set with certain pieces, but the pieces in, a lot of the pieces in that set are no longer made. So that kind of works out with any building you see. It is still green, but you replicated the middle section and made it look more like a row building. I got it. Okay. What did I want to do? Oh, I got to do this part first. So I need these. And this connects here, so we want to line that stuff up. Then I want an opposite piece there. And this is, you know what? I'm going to let it though. This is going to step over a little. But I think that's going to be just fine. So then what we can do Let's do this, and then put a 4x4 here. Nope. Yeah, let's do it this way. Like I said, though, a lot of the reasons for those big prices is, I mean, it's really just because certain pieces are no longer available. And if you can't get that piece, I mean, there's only so many available. That's why they end up going crazy. There we go. Hey, Dave Beatty, how are you, my friend? That, we'll lock that together now. Now we can put another piece. Right there. Actually, I need 2 of those. Thanks, Dave. Oop, wrong color. Beautiful. Now, I can do the back side. 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yes, you are absolutely correct. The first modulars did not have interiors. It never really bothered me, though. To me, it just kind of gave you an excuse to fill it in yourself, is how I kind of looked at it. But you also have to keep in mind, too, look at the prices that were actually available for those. So that would have been part of the reason. Actually, I don't have ducks. I do have flamingos. Because I mean, the average, like the greengrocer, when it came out, and I might be wrong, so but I thought the original retail price of that was like around $139 or $129.99. So that to me was more reasonable. Whereas looking today, when you buy sets like that, they are like, ouch. Let's see. I know you didn't mean to say that, Anthony, and you're good. But I got these cheesy little... Hey, Bruce! I got these cheesy little guys here that I could put on here. Like so. Just to have one. You're good, man. It doesn't get you in trouble. I'm not worried. I know you didn't mean to say that. No worries at all, my friend. Now I want to do the green, so let me get my green plates. And then I need these. really technically, you know what? No, I don't, because I'm using 1/8. So we can just speed that like so. Like so. And I hope you're doing well, Bruce Kuhn and Eggtown Egg. I know I said hello to you earlier, but I haven't seen a lot of comments, so I want to make sure that I do talk to you. Now let me... I've got to plate that in. You know, something else you can do to even add depth that I really wasn't thinking about. You can even add some sand green over here, because that'll help add a little bit more depth also. Not a lot, just, you know, just a few little dabs of it. And then I'll put some other green in there with it too. Did you finish your Privet Drive mock, Bruce? I hope anyway. I know you were working on one. Yes, I definitely will add a frog or two on this. I totally agree with you. You know something else it needs? Unfortunately, the frogs, off the top of my head, I don't remember where they're at, but I do love this little piece, and I love the color of it, and that does help to add a bit more detail. Again, not a ton of them, just a few. Just helps to add a little bit of flavor. And I need to grab some more plates. And thank you so much, Kenneth. I totally appreciate that. Pop that back apart. That's one thing with these, is once you get these all filled in like that, man, they are filled in. They stick together really well. That garage is a cool set. And I could have swore I grabbed 4. There it is. Absolutely. That's how I feel about it. That's because a lot of people always say, you know, you must have really good patience, so on and so forth. And it's like I always tell everyone, it's not that I am the most patient person in the world. It's just something about Lego actually helps to calm everybody. Thank you, CC. How are you? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yes, and like I said, cause I have them. I'm not sure where they're at. That's why I'm not too worried about it. I'm more worried about just getting all these actually assembled so I can get them placed in the table and try and do a video on it. Brick Kid, hey, hey, never late. You arrived precisely when you wanted to, my friend. Everybody arrives right on time. At least that's the motto on my channel anyway, that everybody always arrives precisely when they wanted to. Come on. There we go. Is there a troll? No troll. Not that I know of anyway at the moment. There was a troll, but I hit it. You're building a second 4559 but in white and black instead of yellow and black. Let's and I gotta do these now. Get over there. How many trains do I have? I'm honestly not sure. I don't have them all open. And no, you're not a troll at all. Aussie Adams. I can't vouch if you smell or not, though. But this is a, because I know everybody's seen my other ballasting technique that I use for train track. And I do want to point out that other ballasting track method that I use is not of my own design. That comes from the pin lug group. I always try to make sure I point that out to everybody. And I keep meaning to make a video to explain that to everyone, that the other particular method that I use in some locations is the pin lugs version. So I want to direct everybody to their website because I know it's very helpful. That's that one. And let me guess, you're another version of that troll. Is that what it is? Brick Kid. But yes, that is who it was. What? Gerard Mienen, Amsterdam, Netherlands. Hello, hello. Thank you, Wendy. Take care. I hope to see you later. How do I want to do this? What are you trying to start off, Aussie Adams? Sorry about that mic bump, guys. Thank you, Ossie Adams. That's very kind of you, my friend. Merry Christmas to you as well, buddy. I want to start those. I gotcha. Such is the life of streaming, though. You have to deal with them. I have not seen any of Jang's live streams in a while. I need to try and look for one. Does he have a specific time that he does them? And hello, Mr. Blue. I know I've said hello to you before. I had thought about that, CC. Right now, though, I'm just trying to think of the KISS method. When I say KISS, it's keep it simple, stupid. I am just because I've had my barn now for going on 2 years, and I feel like I haven't made a lot of progress. And that's why I'm kind of in a mad dash to kind of get the table filled, especially now that I have that extension, I should say, on the table. So that's why I'm not trying to, because at some point, yes, I would like to try and do some level orientation differences and things of that nature, and then have some slopes to the roads and some stuff like that. That would be a ton of track, though, man. Russell Sparks, if I was to try and run it around the entire perimeter of my barn. Because, I mean, holy crap. Sorry about that, your boy. It says every stream when you don't have time to watch them. And good evening, Red Carnage. But, I mean, because think about it. I have 1,800 square feet. So think about the number of track it would actually take to run the entire perimeter. It would take a ton for in here. Take care, Raven, and we'll see you again soon, my friend. Again, back to just adding random little extra little pieces of grass. Happy little grass spots. Just adds a little bit of texture to it. We'll do it there. Yes, I have a total of 1,800 square feet. The building is 30 by 60. So like I said, it would take a ton, and I mean a ton of space. It's not that I wouldn't want to do it. It's just, holy crap, I would have to spend several months' budgets worth of parts to be able to afford that one. But I agree with you. That would look absolutely amazing, my friend. Anyways, everybody like that little water feature there? Let me get some more greenery. And again, I'm not trying to go like crazy or anything. I'm just trying to add a little panache to it. Thank you so much, Russell Sparks. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking, Red Carnage. I need to add another. Let's do a couple small, more cattails down in there. Thank you, Dave. Got that guy there. Let's put another one of these here. It has been 2 years. You are absolutely correct, my friend. Time does fly. It doesn't feel like it's been that long to me either, though. So I totally get why you're kind of shocked at that time frame. Because I always have to kind of sit and think about it for a minute when I'm thinking about how long I've had it, and then it's like, holy, wow, it's been 2 years. And let's put another little piece of weed right there. And let me see, what am I missing? A couple splotches of white and black. I've thought about that in a different part of the city, but yes, I do like that idea, Brick Sergeant. I was still going to keep it a low thing, kind of like that, but I was going to put a little archway kind of going under a track somewhere and then have the railing kind of built up. I'm just not quite sure exactly where I want to do it just yet. Let me get a few more little pieces to splotch on here. Let's see. Oop. And then let's see. And let me I'm missing something. Oh, I got to put those side pieces on. How you doing, Freddie? Nothing, just building a whole bunch of Mills train track pieces. Trying to ballast them out so that way the area behind my buildings is looking spectacular, even though it probably will never be seen, but it's still a nice added touch. You know, somebody, I think it was Brick Sergeant, mentioned maybe skip one here and there to kind of make it look like it's buried. So I think I'm going to do that on a couple. We'll skip that one. So that'll probably add a little more texture to it. We'll just do it in the thick, fat areas. Thank you so much. Russell was saying that he's totally amazed by my Avenger Tower. He's a big Marvel fan, and having done his own Iron Man Hall of Armor mock. Eccentric Bricks, thank you so much. That is very awesome of you for that cool donation, my friend. Eccentric Bricks just donated $2 and says, hey you, when you're out there on the road, getting lonely, getting old, can you help me? That actually does add a little bit of character, doesn't it, Brick Sergeant? Doesn't have to be a lot of them, just a few. Let's pop this one. Kenneth Swan says Bruce Kuhn is having a great... Oh, C is having a great night. Thank you. I actually ordered those a while back. The problem with them little pink flamingos is they came... I thought it was with an M minifig series. I forget which one it was now, but I got those on Bricks and Pieces. They were about $2 a piece, if I remember. So I only bought a couple of them. I didn't buy a lot. That is awesome, CC. I am glad to hear it. Be careful, though, because like I tell everybody, once you go to the dark side and start doing mills, they are very hard to quit, my friend. But they do look amazing. And I think once you see all the awesome benefits of using them, you'll be hooked. And then all your builds start to get expensive. How much are the tracks that I'm using here? They are a little bit pricey. I want to say the average track piece for the straights, anywhere from, depends on the seller, depends on if you're looking for bulk quantities, anywhere from 10 to say 20 a piece. To kind of give you guys, you know what? I want to add just a few more things here. So I think a few of these little weed pieces would kind of help add to the detail. Not a lot, just a few. It's like converting an entire city, don't get me wrong, is awesome, but it does take time, and I do wish you luck on that. Let's put this over here. There, I think that's enough. Anyway, just trying to kind of give you guys an up-close look. So that is 2 pieces put together. And I do like what Brick Sergeant said, and I took a few of those brown pieces off because it does give it more character to have some of them missing on the edges. Yes, you can make 9-volt track with foil tape. I actually showed that in a video, and I even show people what foil they need to use, because I've seen a couple different foils out there that you can use to do that. And oops, wait a minute. And what I was going to say is certain foils are more durable than others. One of the foils that I actually saw was, it was so thin that if you ran on it for a while, it would start to break down and not give you a good connection. So you didn't want to use that particular one. Thank you so much, Michael Sikora. I appreciate that. And thank you, I appreciate that, Red Carnage. How much are the Technic bricks? You talking about the ones that I use on the side here? Those are actually extremely cheap. To give you an exact number, I don't know off the top of my head. Sorry, that was a misclick. And thank you, Lori. Lori, I appreciate that. that yes, getting them clean and all that, it's a time-consuming process. So I totally get where you're at on that. And yeah, that is the tape that I know a lot of different, because I learned that from Charm City, and he said that's what they actually use at their lug, is that particular tape, and that was the tape that I showed in my particular video. And I am off by one plate. 2, 3, 4. Only 9 million more to go. Yeah, it probably looks that way. Some days it feels that way, let me tell you. Really, my goal, though, I didn't realize how late it was getting. My goal is to try and get these 4 done tonight. I think I might be able to do somewhat quickly. I'm going to try and speed things along here, because I really wanted 4 of these done. There's a lot of different ways you can do mills. I mean, it's all upon each individual person's choice and taste. But you can do it, because I know Steve Weiser, which is one of my members, he does them where they're 2 bricks tall, but that's not something you have to do. It does allow you the ability to make even more depth, but it's, like I said again, it's not something that you absolutely have to do. And I won't be placing these into the city until I can actually, because I have to get, there's one plate that I got to do where it's on a slight decline. And I have to do that. That's the one that is right next to the train station before it gets to all of these. Hello, Ben. How are you? And I just ran out of 2x2 plates, guys. I might be in a bit of trouble. I need 2 more. Yeah, that's why I was telling you, Steve. I don't know why you don't lower it down to 1 like I do. Don't get me wrong, I get it, because 2 is, I mean, it gives you a lot of strength, so I do understand that, but it does cost in the long run. Yes, there has been a ton of changes. Or trying to do changes anyway, because I'm trying to kind of speed a bunch of different stuff along. Yes, the modular buildings are going to stay in my city. They are here to stay. And I'm doing that just to kind of help Phil. And as I want, if I want, I can pull them out and modify them and such. Yeah, and a lot. I'm not doing wiring on at all. At least I don't plan on having any lights on this anyway. Yeah, I am. I'm out. Yes, 2x2 is a part alert. Like I said, if I could at least even just get this tiled before I quit for the night, I would be freaking ecstatic. So that's the thing that kills me. And thank you so much, Bruce Kuhn, Shark. He says, this a new Mills plate that I have not seen before. I like it. This is me trying to go down, and that's why I always tell people it's kind of hard to follow me with the different things that I do. And again, thank you so much for that awesome donation, Bruce. But it's kind of hard to keep up with me on the aspect of how I do things, because when I find like a bulk part price cheap something somewhere, and I can do something that'll benefit the build like this, because I'm going into the table as opposed to I have to come up to meet the size of the Mills plate for the buildings, because this is the height of the buildings Mills plate. And then I was trying to come down, and the reason I came down was to add a little bit of different detail as far as the water and such. But that is the awesome part about live streaming it, is it kind of helps people see it. And I'm hoping for those that are actually watching, they can kind of learn and see what I'm doing and how it's so easy to kind of update, advance, and all that as you go. No, I'm going to leave some, because I still have a ton of modular, or my own sets to do, but with the modular buildings, I'm leaving them all modular. and I'm going to add and change them as I go along. But right now, my goal is to just get my table filled, because I have these huge tables that are vacant, and I'm just trying to get stuff on them. That's why I'm using the modular buildings. 1 second while I get another piece of track. And to me right now, the most important thing is just trying to get a bit of fill for the entire table. There we go. Brickman, thank you so much. Brickman just donated $9.99. Says, keep up the great work. Watching you in the big screen while sick in bed. Don't worry, just a cold. Okay, good. I was going to say, I hope you're doing okay. And let's put a... Where did I put... There. And if I haven't said it yet, Merry Christmas to anybody that might not see any future streams. I hope everybody has an amazing year. How am I grabbing all the same piece? I'm supposed to have equal amounts of both, but it always amazes me when you're looking for a slope in one direction. Every one that you grab is the wrong direction. Eggtown Egg, thank you so much. That was so awesome of you. Eggtown Egg says, looking good, and just donated $10 also. There it is. Now I can go back to that piece. And then we can do one more. Merry Christmas to you as well, Russell Sparks. Anthony Perot says the modulars are kind of iconic. I don't mind keep seeing them as is. Some people with more funds build some of them like mirrored to create some apartment blocks. See, that's, to me, and this is just my opinion, that's like one of my pet peeves when people just mirror them. Because to me, if you're going to use them, truly modify them. But like I said, that's just kind of one of my little pet peeves. I don't mind that people do it. I feel it looks better if you don't just do the mirror effect, though. Let's keep that one small. And all these... But yeah, I do see a lot of people that'll just buy two and just stick them together, or and I don't know. It doesn't. To me, if you're gonna do it and buy two, what I always like to do anyway is I try to make it just a little bit bigger. I'll widen the building a touch, and then I'll even raise the height of it a little bit. But again, that's just my personal preference. I need some 1x4s. what I've been trying to do is get as much done as I can before I leave for Texas, so I'm not leaving a huge backlog of stuff that I want to get done when I come back. To me, it might, because the way, like I said, the way that I like to modify them, you got to tweak them. You know what I mean? Like make it a double entrance, or things like that, or add an extra floor is another really good way to increase them. That doesn't bother me so much. But like I said, the typical mirror it is just it. If it looked right, because I mean, depending on the building, some buildings would look good mirrored, but most of them do not. That's why I don't like it. But like I said, I don't want to fault anybody that does that, because I do know why they do it, and a lot of it is that's the only way that they can really go big with their towns, is just doubling stuff up. So I mean, you got to give them credit where credit is due. At least they're trying. Yeah, extra floors are great. Like I said, that doesn't bother me at all. One building that looks good with an extra floor is the the Emporium is what I'm trying to get out of my mouth. Grand Emporium is a building to me that looks really good with floors added to it. We are almost there, guys. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, like you mentioned, the bookstore. To me, the bookstore, though, if you take Market Street, the bookstore, and the pet shop set, you have 3 house sets, just using those particular sets. And if you were to take those, and you could build the exact same set over and over again, just do a color change on the buildings, you would have what would look like a street in San Francisco. And I think that would be really cool. I don't know that anybody's actually done that, but I do think that would look really cool. And then you don't have the same look, because just by doing a simple color change, it can really change the appearance of a building. I'll give you a prime example, Assembly Square, because I pulled that apart, and those are individual buildings for myself now. And when I did that, what I did is on the flower shop portion of that particular build, I actually changed the color on that, and I thought it really added to the look of the building. That new modular building is freaking amazing. I love it. Yes, actually you can. If you wanted to add floors to the Grand Emporium, though, my suggestion is that you get the parts, because the parts for that to do it would be the window is the most expensive part. And if you're going to do that, I really recommend you looking for that green 1x2x3 and getting it on Bricks and Pieces. I don't know if it's still on sale there for quite a while. It was very reasonable. And I want to say they were like 24 cents a piece or something like that. And for a window, that particular window, that was a really good price. Because if you look for that dark green 1x2x4 window on Bricklink, if I'm not mistaken, that particular piece is, trying to remember now, I want to say it's in the 40 to 50 cent range. And that's a great way to do things as well, Brickman. Now, like I said, those houses, I think those are good mirrored, because like I said, you can even do a color change on them, and then like I said, it reminds me of like a San Francisco or Ritzy Street in New York or something, where townhouses and stuff are at. And again, like I said, even the bookstore, the house portion of the pet shop, and then even the Market Street, you can take all 3 of those and tweak them and move them and arrange them, and they're actually very interesting. Let me get my green. Those windows, yeah, like I said, that to me that was in. They don't come up for sale that often either. That's why when I did get them, I was trying to tell everybody if that's something that you would want, I really recommended you get it because they don't. It seems like they sell out quickly, and what I honestly think a lot of the sellout is people on Bricklink that are trying to sell them. Anytime they come in stock, I think they buy them for their stock because I'll give you a prime example of that. Back was it last year, I think, when I was telling everybody about the various sale prices and such on like those gold pieces. I thought it was funny because I actually caught two different people that had Bricklink stores on Instagram showing that they had new parts in stock. And somebody had asked the question on their page about, well, where did you find those at and how did, they weren't selling them cheap. They were just wanting to know where they got them because they had them listed on their website for 75 cents a piece. And it's like, dude, I was buying them for 2 cents a piece on Bricks and Pieces. That's, talk about a robbery. Oh, that is a rare find. If you can, yes, anything to do with the windows in general is actually usually a pretty hard find. Let me add some of this greenery detail. I think I'm caught up on comments. Are some comments not coming through? Am I going to add a forest? I do plan on it at some point. I don't know about a forest, but it would be a wooded area. Trees. Like I said, it was a great deal on that particular piece. No, it won't let you share URLs. That's something that's automatically blocked. I don't care if you tell somebody where to go or whatever, but I do have the URLs blocked, except for my moderators. They do have the ability to share links. And I do that more of a safety feature than anything, because you never know when somebody's going to try and post something that I really wouldn't want to be posted. Yes, exactly. Like on this one table over here closest to me, on the corners where I have the train track, on this on the outer edge, I guess would be a good way to put it, of the train track, is one of the places that I do intend on adding some trees and such. And that. Paulbot, how are you, my friend? Sorry, Ben, I only allow my members to be moderators. And I only allow my members Dupy moderators after they've been around for a while. Like Paul. Right, Paul? There we go. Actually, Anthony, if you go on... oh, that's a really good price right now, then. If it's still that price. It's been that price for, I think, for over a year now, Greg, if I'm not mistaken. Anthony Perot, I was going to say, if you go on Amazon, there's a couple different places, honestly, that are selling modular type buildings. Just type in Lego modular buildings, and it'll start bringing a bunch of these companies up. I haven't tried any of them, so I can't honestly recommend any of them as, you know, being good. So I don't want to say that you definitely should check them out. But as far as the prices, honestly, they are the exact same cost as what like Lego sells their modular buildings for, and they're really extremely detailed. Just my opinion anyway, but I don't know the quality of the pieces, so there's the problem with that. Rich says, how do you decide what bricks to use as non-visual support? Just extra garbage. A lot of it is, as you'll see, like trying to show you, these are all 2x2 blue, and these are 2x2 yellow. A lot of my support, let me just show you. Like here's a container of it. I am constantly ordering 2x2 bricks, and these are not new. These are used because I don't care what they look like. I don't even care if they have a few little teeth marks on them. You'll never see them. So anytime I can find a bulk lot of 2x2 bricks, if they're 3 cents or less, is what I shop for anyway. Anytime I find 2x2 bricks that are 3 cents or less, I buy them all. I don't care who the seller is. I buy them all. And I'm constantly ordering them. I have more than this. This is just kind of my container to kind of keep next to the table for me, to help me, you know, just something for easy to grab. But like I just ordered some parts. It was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. And when I ordered the parts on that particular individual site, I was looking, and they had a whole bunch. I think it was close to 500 in total, in a variety of colors, of 2x2s that were all 3 cents and less. So I bought everything that he had that was 3 cents and less. But again, that's just kind of one of the rules that I have, because I don't care what color it is. I don't care if it's, you know, when I say chewed up, I mean you don't want it to be chewed up, but I don't know if you can really see it, but like on this, if I try and hold it a certain way, you can tell that it's used. There's like a tooth mark or two in them and whatnot, but who cares? Because you're never going to see this. And that is how I get those. And then the 4x4 plates, it's like I always tell everybody, because Brick Cash actually sells the 4x4 plates almost as cheap as you would be paying for them on Lug Bulk if you belong to an actual Lego Lug group. And that's why I always tell people, if you're wanting to do the Mills plates, start looking for 2x2s, 3 cents and less, and start buying the 4x4 plates. And the 4x4 plates, typically, Brick Cash's prices kind of go up and down. I've seen them as cheap as like 0.59 cents, so we'll say 6 cents a piece, and I've seen them as high as 9 cents a piece. So his prices do fluctuate, but still, when you go to his site, I don't care who you compare him to. If you were to do a BrickLink search for 4x4 plates, Brick Cash is always the first person that comes up, and it's because he has like 30 to 40,000 of each color of the 4x4 plates. And like I said, he sells them extremely cheap. Anthony says he hasn't watched any speed build reviews before. I've never really done a speed build review, at least to my knowledge anyway. Hello, Berkeley Bricks. No, the only thing that I do is because this is the visible portion. So the visible portion, I do a lot of dark blue gray. I do a lot of green. I also use light blue gray. It would be the three most common colors I use. And then if you're going to do water, of course, you want the 4x4s in blue. So it just all depends on your preference, but there's a lot of different things that you can actually, or of the pieces that you can actually get from Brick Cash, and I really do recommend him all the time. The highway sign stickers is something that I was kind of making, and we're working on trying to set it up to where they will be for sale very soon, Brickman. I haven't, because I won't sell anything unless I have it bulk listed or I have a bulk supply of it, so I can put a quantity count for sale on my website, and when it drops below that quantity count, it takes it out of stock. But that is something I do plan on putting on there at some point in the future. Anyway, though, guys, I got as far as I wanted. It's 9:30 at night, and I need to get my butt to bed. So I am going to roll that beautiful bean footage, as that is one of my favorite things to do at the end of every stream, just to make sure that I make sure everybody that donated gets the credit that they deserve, because I really do appreciate all the help from everybody. And we're going to start by saying a very special thank you to Nita, Aussie Adams Bricks, Eccentric Bricks, Bruce Kuhn, Brickman, Eggtown Egg, and Raven renewed his membership. Again, without the help of guys like you and everybody that donates, and without the help of all you guys just actually watching my live streams, I would not be able to do what I do. So thank you for just watching, liking, subscribing, and thank you very, very specially for those that donate, because you guys are all awesome, and it all helps my channel grow. But anyway, though, guys, I do need to end the stream here, so I'm going to go ahead and say, as always, thank you for coming to Bevins Bricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time on Bevins Bricks. Take care, everybody, and have a great night.